You gotta get into the groove.
Hi, this is Simon Lee. I'm back with GLIVE. If you're joining us live, give us a hashtag live. If you're joining us on the replay, give us a hashtag replay. Now, yes, it has been yet another crazy long week right here at Groove, especially with our fellow community members. I'm talking about lots of meetings. I'm talking about a lot of training and all sorts of activities across all of our groups, which is always awesome to see. And by the way, that you happen to be joining us at any one of the activities that we have had this week, let us know inside of the comments. Now, of course, on the software side as well, there have been a ton of updates. And I mean a lot of different updates. So many that we don't actually have the time to actually share all of them here with you today. But today I want to share with you actually something that's very exciting. If you take a look at the description or the title of this actual show, you would know that we are planning to share just a little bit about GrooveMember, not just any update. It's a GrooveMember 2.0 update. So yes, it's very, very huge. I'll talk more about that in just a moment. But just so that you know, this huge update, as I was preparing to share all of this with you, I also learned that just moments before I came on live, that there's also a big update when it comes to Groove cards as well. Unfortunately, today we're not going to be talking too much about that. So if you want to learn more about that, I will be sharing more about that in the next one or one in the future as soon as we get more information. And if you are interested in learning more about Groove card, do let us know inside of the comments by saying Groove cards. On the other hand, though, today we are going to be sharing with you more about GrooveMember. So if you're excited about GrooveMember as well, do give us a hashtag GrooveMember inside of the comments, because we want to know that you are as excited as we are to be sharing about all of that with you as well. But as they always say, first things first, and I do want to share with you a little bit more about where you might be able to go to learn just a little bit more about GrooveMember. If after this update you want more information, you want a little bit more in terms of the guidelines and everything along those lines, I want to, of course, invite you into our Groove community if you haven't been in already, okay? Because just a couple of days ago, you will see that Mr. David Lemon actually went on live and talked all about GrooveMember and all the cool things that are associated with it. So if you want to check that out, definitely a great opportunity for you to learn more about GrooveMember V2, otherwise known as 2.0, where we will show you what is going to be the future of membership sites, how it is going to work, and what it will include. So definitely a lot of eye-opening experiences. If you are in fact a big fan of GrooveMember, we want to make sure that you do go and check this out. The way that you will do that, of course, is by joining us inside of the community. But just to let you know, in addition to what you just see about all the different updates today in regards to GrooveMember 2.0, I do have an announcement that, yes, according to Mr. Mike Filsaime, the CEO and founder of Groove, he actually told us that GrooveMember 2.0 is not just something that is of the future. It actually is something that will be launching in sandbox mode as soon as next week. How exciting is that? And also, according to Mr. Mike, about 30 days from now, approximately next month, it will completely replace, and I mean replace, the current version of GrooveMember 1.0. So yes, rest assured that this is a huge, tremendous update. It's not just one small tweak or an upgrade here and there. It is a complete overhaul and a complete change. So definitely stay tuned about that. However, instead of just me sharing this with you because I'm not the product specialist, right? I'm not any expert when it comes to any of the different applications or the software or the platforms or tools themselves. I actually want to have Mr. Mike Filsaime share that with you. Is that okay? Now, before you get too excited, we don't actually have him on live with us right here on the show, at least not right now. I do have a meeting with them in just several hours from now. It's going to be at 1 a.m. my time. Keep in mind, I'm all the way in Malaysia and they're all the way in the US. So a lot of times when I have to meet with them, sometimes I just have to sacrifice all those late nights. And tonight is not going to be any exception. Right now, it is the middle of the night for him. And so, of course, we want him to be very well rested for this extremely, extremely important meeting. That's going to be, here's the hint, all about the future of Groove as well. So more on that at another time. It's definitely going to be very exciting. So if you do want to be in the loop, make sure you let us know inside the comments, because when it comes to big updates like this, you're not going to want to miss out on them. For now, let's get back to GrooveMember for just a while. This is a clip that I'm about to be sharing with you from yesterday's podcast. It features John Garcia. It features Matt Sorolta, and they actually talked about a lot of things for about an hour and a half. If you somehow missed it, I definitely encourage you to go back and watch it. I will show you later on how you can catch it if you somehow did miss it. But this clip that I'm about to be sharing with you is about 5 or 6 minutes long. It's all about the brand new GrooveMember 2.0. Okay, so watch this. I invite you to, pay attention to it. Watch it right now. After this, we're going to talk more about why GrooveMember and GrooveMember 2.0 is actually so important to you. Okay. Now, keep in mind, this is another video clip that I will be sharing with you right here on the screen. So play around with the volume. It might not be perfect depending on how you're listening to me right now, depending on how everything is set up. So if you need to make adjustments, make adjustments. Hopefully it won't go boom and make it too loud right away. But, just prepare in case the volume is a little bit too high or a little bit too low. It does differ from device to device. So keep that in mind. All right. And here's the hint. Right after this, yes, we're going to be sharing with you why GrooveMember 2.0 is important to you, but more importantly, why GrooveMember 2.0 can be a strategy that can potentially make you the top Groove affiliate. All right, so make sure that you listen to every single word that Mr. Mike Filsaime actually shares in this video clip, and make sure that you come back for even more information about how this can be your future as well. We'll be right back. Enjoy this 5-minute clip featuring Mr. Mike Filsaime.
All right, let me see if I can just show you something right here, guys. This is a little sneak peek I'm going to show you. Matt, you haven't seen this. Get ready to get blown away. John Garcia, I don't think you've seen this. This is kind of like a world premiere that I'm going to show you here. So I'm going to go into our memberships and take a look at, this is the new GrooveMember, by the way. That's coming out in sandbox mode next week. And we believe that, within 30 days, it's going to replace GrooveMember 1.0. So I'm going to edit this membership. And so this is where I can customize my membership. And here I choose different themes. So we're going to come out with 3 different themes, but we're going to have, I'm teasing, but if you can imagine, there'll be a theme called Grooved In, and that's like the LinkedIn Learning, which used to be Linda. We will have Groovejabi. We will have Groovific. We will have Groovable, which will be like Teachable. So if you like the look of a certain thing, it's now just a theme. Nice. All right. And then once you have the theme, you can actually then later go in and customize all of the, the background colors and everything like that. The way this looks responsive, incredible. But let's get to the more exciting stuff here. Let's go back to this membership, and I'm going to click on the courses now. And so now this is a course here, and I can just keep adding courses. So I like to say, what is a membership? I want everyone to look at a membership the way that they look at a stage sale or a webinar, all right? So it's a collection of courses. So you say, not only are you getting my course on Facebook traffic, but I'm also going to give you the course that I have on LinkedIn. And you get this, that, and the other thing. And I also have a course on YouTube advertising. We're going to give you that. Who here wants to know how to do pay-per-click? I have a course. So when you make an offer, you're creating courses. So a membership is simply a collection of courses. So I can click add new course and I build my course. But here's a course that we have right here. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So now courses have
like folders, really,
have
in a way.
modules.
Yeah.
Modules have chapters and chapters have lessons.
Yeah, I love
right? So now here is a module, right? And I'm going to click access now. And look at this. I'm in the builder on how you build this. No more dragging over things like this. Look at this. I want to add something here. I click plus. What do I want to do? I want to add an accordion. Look at this. Add a new item, get rid of this item, just like that. I click here and I can type.
Beautiful.
We got rid of the Groove pages, drag and drop, and we built something very, very simple. The blog is going to be getting some of this stuff as well. Now, check this out. I want to add a video. I click here. I click the edit button. I don't even need the style editor, stuff like that, because it's a theme. We don't want you changing the buttons. They have to be the same. All buttons need to be the same all across. Now, over here, I want to add some content. Okay, cool. Here's my headline, right? And here's my text. And I can just keep adding more text. I've got an inline editor, but we don't want you changing styles and fonts. Everything needs to look uniform. It's like a blog. And I want to add another paragraph here. I can add a custom embed, a video, an image, or whatever this thing is here, a button, right? So no more dragging and dropping. Nice. And as you see, it's building out the chapters here. Now, check this out. I go into here, and here's my course outline. Now we have these color codes here of purple, green, and yellow, so I can see module, lesson. I want to add a new lesson. I click plus, and we've just added a new module or lesson. Very simple for me to navigate around to these different lessons. So no more dragging from the left. So what you are now seeing is that we have a hierarchy of portals. So what is a portal? A portal is, let's use Tony Robbins as an example. Tony Robbins has a portal called Tony Robbins International. And in there, each portal is a collection of memberships. And this membership is called Personal Power and everything related to that. Right. This membership is called Date with Destiny. This membership is called financing and all those different things. And that's under a portal called Tony Robbins International. But now Tony does work with Dean Graziosi. And they do something, and he's like, no, I don't want these customers knowing about this. So he creates a new portal, and now he creates a membership. In those membership, he makes different courses. And then once you get into a course, you have a hierarchy that is module 1, module 2. So module 1, we're going to call creating your avatar, right? Chapter 1, market research. Lesson 1, lesson 2, which is really video 1, video 2, video 3. Market chapter 2 is interviewing your customer. Lesson 1, video 1, video 2. And then you go to the next module, and it's getting traffic.
This is really cool. This is, I mean, the way the flow is, wow. I like it.
Yeah. I mean,
makes your life easier.
It looks absolute, and you're actually seeing how it's going to look. So this is exciting.
But it's under 30 days.
Well, sandbox next week. So they can start playing. They can actually start building it. They just won't be able to publish it. Yeah. And we're working really, really hard on that. And yeah, so GrooveMember, all this stuff, GrooveSell, GrooveFunnels have really taken leaps and bounds. So what I'm saying, and then we're going to get to John's stuff and wrap up the day, is that we have all of this stuff that we plan to have out by March that we just spoke about, importing funnels, the SDK, the marketplace, our UI implementer doing this stuff, the GrooveMail, where that's going to be. Then we just showed you GrooveMember. You're going to have Groove Hubs and Groove Checkout. Welcome to the competition.
Welcome to the competition indeed. How exciting is that, right? And it's not just about GrooveMember. Right at the tail end of that clip, you heard Mike mention just a whole bunch of additional different products and updates that we'll be releasing very, very soon. And so it's not just about one single product. There's just so many things that are going on. And that is why we say that there is not enough time in the day for us to be sharing all this exciting stuff with you. If you're excited about that, type in the word excited inside of the comments. Now, if you do want to catch the full podcast so that you can see all the other cool things that they discussed on the show, I do want to invite you over to the Groove CM YouTube channel, because over there you will be able to watch the full podcast from last night in its entirety. As you can see, this was streamed just about 12 hours ago. It's called Groove Digital Podcast, October 7th, 2021. And of course, if you want to watch the official Groove Member 2.0 announcement with David Lemon, I think he also did this podcast right here, or this live stream with Mr. Debarshi, who is a part of the product development team at Groove. This is also where you can actually go to take a first look at the entire Groove Member 2.0. The entire show is all about that. So definitely come to this channel and subscribe to it if you haven't already, and catch up on all the cool things that you may have missed. For me, these always happen in the middle of the night, our time. So which means for those of you who are sharing similar time zones as me, then you probably missed it. However, because I am a night owl, was able to watch it live. And so with that, lots of really cool things, especially when you're there to watch them as the announcements do happen. But of course, if you need to catch the replay, go ahead and do so right here on this channel. There is a lot of cool stuff. But now, before we end for the day, let's talk about a little bit more about why GrooveMember is important to you and why you should actually be more excited about it. Just to share with you, one of our leaders in our community, actually I did see him in the comments, he may be joining us live right now. His name is Chester. Okay, he actually became the top affiliate with the most number of referrals in just a few weeks within one of our communities. And guess what? He wasn't even trained by me at that point in time. So I get absolutely no credit for what he was able to do and figure out all on his own before I even started talking to him. Okay. In fact, for Mr. Chester, he already got hundreds and hundreds of referrals before he even got on my radar, before someone finally told me, hey, you really should meet this guy. You should talk to this guy because he's doing extremely well. Okay. And now he is also one of the main guys who is leading our committee. He is the main person leading the Philippines. And do you know how he did it? Do you want to know how he did it? If you want to know, type in #want inside of the comments. How did this guy, out of nowhere, without any prior experience, without any prior training, without even any collaboration with me or any of the other leaders within the Groove community, how did he shoot straight up and became instantly one of the top affiliates in the Philippines, in our community? The answer is simple, okay? He created a course, and just like what Mike said in the actual clip that we just saw, he created a course for Mr. Chester. It was a free course, and he uploaded it, guess where? Into GrooveMember. Okay, so he used that as his quote unquote bait. He used this as his system. He used this as his way to generate leads and build up the referrals, shared value. That's it. Okay, once that's done, once you have your course, once you have something that you can upload into GrooveMember and you use that as your source, well, all you got to do, just like Chester, is you share it, you promote it, you get the word out. It's simple, very simple, right, in concept, but it absolutely works. And guess what? It did get Chester to the top affiliate position within just a matter of weeks. All you got to do is you got to take action. Are you an action taker? If you are, give us a #action taker inside of the comments so that we know that you are one of us. And with that, if you want to learn more about taking action, if you want to learn more about what Chester and our teams are now doing, and you also want to replicate that for yourself, make sure that you do become an active part of our community. You reach out, let us know, and we will update you when we have our next live training, which will be available to you to share more about exactly how that's done. And yes, as an active member of our community, as always, you know us right here inside of Groove, we share value all day long. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. But guess what? For those of you who are committed, you make the commitment to succeed. We provide this education and this value for you for absolutely free. Do you like free? If you like free, give us a #free inside of the comments. So with that, that is pretty much my update for you here today. Hopefully you are as excited as we are all about GrooveMember 2.0, as well as all the other things that Mr. Mike had announced. And right there inside of that clip, He didn't even talk about Groove Cart because that announcement actually internally came about after he already got offline from the podcast. So lots of really exciting things that will be happening very soon. So if you are interested in keeping updated, make sure that you do not miss out on any of our future announcements and updates. Subscribe to our channels, like our pages, join us inside of our groups. More importantly, turn on those notifications so that you are notified every time that we go live or have another one of these big announcements. You're not going to want to miss out on it. Okay, so speaking of time, if you are very busy, you got many things to do, better things to do than to hang out with us, cry, tear. Okay, that's it. All right, that is our update for you here. You may leave now. However, if you want to stay back, of course, during the end, we always like to interact with all of you. That is one of the main benefits of joining us live, because we want to make sure that you, of course, are acknowledged, that you can network with one another. This is basically what our community is all about. So in the comments, we have Annie F. Join us, #live. Great to see you, Annie F. And a huge welcome to you as well. We also have Bernard joining us. Chester, the man himself, whom we're talking about, #live. I'm excited for GrooveMember 2.0. I'm sure you are very excited because, as we mentioned, for Mr. Chester, he uses GrooveMember as one of his biggest secret weapons. Not so secret anymore, because now we all know about it. In fact, Mr. Chester shared this multiple times in his private training to our community members. So once again, if you're interested in joining us to learn from Mr. Chester, as well as all of our community leaders, make sure that you do let us know. We also got another leader who is Mr. Nicholas. Join us, #live. We also have Donna, who is saying #GrooveMember. So is Annie, because we are all excited about GrooveMember, especially GrooveMember 2.0. It's going to be very, very exciting indeed. We also have Fun Ivy. Great to see you. Join us live. So is Donna. We have Sia or Saya. Join us as well. Very excited about #GrooveMember. We also have Samuel, who is joining us and watching. Pretty amazing, Samuel says. We also have Ann join us, probably somewhere halfway around the world, saying good morning, because it's approaching the late afternoon, early evening for me here as well. Dawn, I guess you are tagging your friend. Thank you for inviting and sharing this. Definitely let as many of our friends know about this as possible, because this is going to be, as what Satya is saying, I think what Satya is trying to say is exciting, but I'm sure you're existing as well. We also have Bernard saying #want. Samuel also wants to learn more about GrooveMember, as well as more about how you can be the #1 top affiliate. Well, now you know we use GrooveMember as one of our top secret weapons. We also have Jackie, who is joining us #1, as well as #action taker. Shanil is also a #taker. Join us live. Bernard likes free. So does Shanil. Many of our friends liking GrooveMember and join us live as well. All right, so very cool. With that, that is pretty much all of the updates that I do have for you here today. But make sure, of course, that as an active part of our community, that you do not miss out on any of our future updates, as well as exciting announcements, because they can happen quite literally at any time on any day, and we can talk about just about anything. So make sure that you have subscribed to all of our channels. You've liked us on all of our pages, joined us on all of our groups, turn on those notifications, because you're not going to want to miss it the next time that we go on live and share about even bigger and better exciting things with you. All right, so with that, that is all that I have for you. On behalf of the entire Groove community and myself, I want to thank you for your time with us here right now. Take action right now. Let us know if you have any questions. And as always, we shall see you on the inside.
You gotta get into the groove.